What is up, darlings, and welcome back to Kirsties'Karz. It's another day in paradise, and we are gonna get something done on the El Camino. I've been feeling a lot more chipper, so that is such a positive note. And on that note, let's just get straight to action. Okay, so as you guys know, we're working on the El Camino's wheel tub. I'm gonna say wheel tub. The part that's on the outside, you know, in the bed of the El Camino, that's the project we're tackling, okay? And we got this patch here. My brilliant plan was just to cut out all the rusty metal, which I did, and then rivet in another patch on this side, just because there's already a patch on that side, you know? I just really wasn't sure. But you guys, being the amazing guys you are absolutely filled with advice and tons of knowledge, and I just can't thank you enough for it. Taking the time to help me out, because I read all of the comments. I'm definitely gonna put them to use. All right, out with the rivets. No more rivets. No rivets. Okay, does that make you guys happy? It makes me happy too. Okay, because I guess I just didn't have enough faith in myself. I wasn't sure about welding it in because of all the bondo on the other side. You see what I'm saying? So I guess I was just being lazy and not having faith in myself, which is a very bad thing, Kirsty. That is a big no-no. Okay, and I do that to myself very often. All right, it's one of my hugest flaws, I'd say, is I get in my head a lot, and it's horrible. Non-stop thinking all the time. So I like to come out here, shut off my brain once in a while, and just set my mind on a project. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're just gonna cut it out. Cut it out, all right? We're gonna get rid of it, and then I'm gonna have no freaking options, all right? We're gonna cut it out, and then all the rest of the bondo, I'm gonna go ahead and jump back there and sand down, and we're gonna get it a bondo-free zone. And then, yeah, we're gonna make a patch. We're gonna make a template first, and then we're gonna make a patch to go in there, and we're gonna weld that puppy in. And you know why? Because I know I can do it. And I should have said that's what I was gonna do in the first place, but I didn't. So here I am, telling you guys now. You guys rock, let me just tell you, because you guys definitely have more faith in me than I do at some time. So thank you again for that, and I hope that I can make you proud today. We're gonna get some serious stuff done. This is gonna be great. Put my hair up, and I came back out here, and I pretty much wasted the entire day sitting out here and crying. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you amazing dads out there. And if you have a dad, hook him tightly. And spend as much time with him as you can, because I sure do miss my dad so much. But we're in the El Camino right now, and we're just soaking in the vibes. One of my favorite pictures that I got before my dad passed was us sitting right here in these seats, getting ready to head to the junkyard. And I was just so happy, and we were heading to the junkyard, and that was the last time I ever went to the junkyard with my dad, and it absolutely makes me so sad. Alright, Dad, we're gonna cut up the car, man. We are gonna cut up the car. Hope you're alright with it, dude. Hope you're alright with it, man. I know your blood, sweat, and tears have gone into this, and I promise it's only gonna get better, you know? That's what we're gonna do. Let's go. Enough crying and sobbing, and it's time to rock and roll. All right, so I've been pondering on this for a while now. I know I said I was going to get straight to work, but really I have to rethink and think again a million times just to figure it out. So my thought process here, you guys, is I'm going to try and replace this in 3 pieces possibly. So get one solid piece that runs from here to here, and that'll just be a flat piece, right? Well, my 2 curved pieces, since I don't have any equipment or tools or machining to bend metal, I'm really anxious about that. So I'm thinking it'd be easier to do it in 3 pieces. Gosh, honestly, we're just gonna go for it. I've been thinking long enough on this, and I'm just gonna get rid of that entire patch completely, because it is bondoed in, like, butted up against, like, this last seam. So I think I'm just gonna get rid of it completely, and then we'll be sitting on just, like, what is the bed frame, you know? So, I mean, it doesn't look like, I mean, I'm really hoping there's not a giant hole under there, you know? And that's why they ran this wide. But, you know, we won't know till we do it. Woo! So, yeah. Gonna throw you guys in a hyperlapse, and I'm gonna pull out the plasma cutter. I really could sit there with the blade. Do I want to be here for 10 hours? No, I do not. And I like my fingers. They are very important to me. I can't say it enough. Just saying. So I'm gonna try the plasma cutter. We're gonna see how this works, you know, see if I can do it. I also pulled in the old quarter that I cut out, and I think that's what we're gonna make our patch out of. Because why not? It's like the same, you know, gauge thickness. It's what was on the car originally, you know. It's never a bad plan. And, you know, there's some good metal here. So I think that's the plan. Because I'm working with what I got. And I didn't really like this material anyway. I wasn't really, like, thrilled to be putting this stuff in there. So I figure can't go wrong with pulling that bad boy back. Can't go wrong with pulling that bad boy back in here and using it, putting it to use. That's why I've kept it all this time. Man, that's intense. And also nerve-wracking as heck. There's so much filler, you know? Okay. Well, that got it.
Oh, that's just bondo. Okay. I thought it was another layer of metal, dude. I was real confused there. Okay. Because it's so thick right here. I was real lost. Here we go. Get off. Bam. Okay. Wow. That was not what I expected. But it is kind of. Made some relief cuts. I mean, this is something I've seen my dad do, so it makes me wonder if my dad did that or if the owners before my dad did that. I'm not sure. So it's kind of cool. Heck yeah. Okay, that patch is gone. You guys, there are no more rivets. Well, just kidding. The rivets are still kind of there, but I think it's time to get gutting. So here is a very odd section, which is very thick. And I guess it does kind of just look like layers of filler and paint, you know? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yay! Tons of filler. Let's cut it with the plasma cutter. Cause why not, right? Sand it down a little area for it. CDP. Pretty good spot for it, I'm hoping. Do not know, but we will see. We got hair, we'll crank her arm. And we have just been cutting like little pieces of sheet metal and stuff, but since this stuff is some thicker gauge stuff, I'm thinking that we just need to go up with it, you know? That'd probably be the best bet. So we're gonna go to the max. We're gonna go to 35 and see how it does. I've yet to cut anything at 35. But there's a lot of bondo and a lot of rust and a lot of crap. So we got it on plate, we got it on cut. We'll check our air real quick. Just pop it out like some reason. My mouth. It's not a good idea. You gotta manually go and just make it certain. Come on. Come on. Alright. I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh my goodness. I can't even believe what just... That cut that so perfect, like smooth as butter. Like, I'm freaking out right now. This is gonna make this so much easier. Like, being able to use this on the cars themselves. Like, I kind of knew that was not good. Maybe it's not liking my round choice. Like my settings are off. What's going on here? I thought that maybe I could get away without sanding it all down, you know, on the backside, but that is really seeming to be the problem. So that sucks. When there's not bondo, it looks great. So there is bondo, it's seeming to have an issue. But then again, I am only running it off of 110, I'm not running it on 220, so that could also be the problem. Dang bondo, dude. I have learned my lesson. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the wheel might be easier there. For sure. So much bondo. It's crazy, dude. Get it. Really just crazy. I do know what this thing's capable of now, so that's exciting. Best Arc did send me another machine. I'm super excited. They actually sent me a couple more machines, and I'm so excited to share them with you guys. Didn't have enough time to pull them out and show them to you guys today, but we're definitely going to be using them because they're heavier duty machines. They should be able to tackle this kind of stuff no problem. But I definitely knew beforehand that I should have sanded down the bondo on the other side, but I just wanted to give it a test run and see if it was capable. And gosh dang, it was pretty close to capable, you know. There's just way too much like piled up on this side, so it's just not liking it. And it could also be that I'm not getting too great of a ground right there, so. But anyways, I'm just gonna cut the rest out by hand, because why not, you know? Screw it. I am literally dripping sweat. Like, it is so unbelievably hot out. And it's 10 o'clock at night, so, oh my gosh. I am gonna call it a night. I am thoroughly exhausted and ready for a shower, but I feel like we made good progress. Tomorrow morning, I'm gonna come out here and just take the diamond blade and finish that up. Okay, just finish it up, and then that'll be the video. It'll be that simple, you know? That simple. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. We're having fun, we're catching things on fire, and we're cutting stuff. Can't get much better than that. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the morning. Alright, we've gotten to this point, which is somewhere, you know, and I cleaned up all my janky plasma cutter cuts, pretty much. Cleaned it up a little better. Now I just gotta break these spot welds, pull the rest of this off, and shabam. Bam! Boy, does that look different. Wow, okay, still a little jagged on the edges, but I mean, who cares, right? I got all that nasty crap taken out of there. Gosh, it feels good. I just felt like it was never gonna happen. Honestly, you get to a point where you're like, oh my goodness, this is a lot. But we got that patch out, we got all the stuff cut out, and I sat here for a bit with the wire wheel, just kind of grinded down stuff, getting a lot of the rust out of there. I feel pretty content with this. Like, I feel happy with that. I feel like this is manageable, you know? I need to get onto the other side, and I am going to completely sand down all of that bondo and stuff on the back side. I'm going to make sure that I have a nice, good surface to weld onto. I learned my lesson trying to plasma cut through that with it catching fire. I really do not want to cook the bondo while welding. I bet that would make for a really nasty weld, just like it made for a really nasty cut. So that is good. And I got this weld through primer, which I have, and I have 3 cans of that stuff. But check out what else I got. Alloy armor. I mean, it says it is made out of stainless steel, which is dope. Prevents rust, fully weldable, dries in 5 minutes. You know, that stuff's sick. One of my fans, good friend, gave me the info and I went ahead and ordered some cans. So thank you, man, for that. Because as you guys know, the El Camino is all stainless. So, I mean, in some parts that I may need to cover up, you know, like that stuff's gonna come in handy. But either way, I got some weld through options. I think I'm gonna go for just the flat gray on all the parts that, you know, nobody's really gonna see or care about. But I do have the stainless option for some other parts, which may turn out pretty cool, you know? Yeah, I had planned on coming out here first thing in the morning, but I actually went to work and had so much to do today, so it's late evening and I'm just getting finished here. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night and just get this video out to you guys. Give me any advice you got. As far as I know, my plan is to cut a patch out of the old quarter and then we're gonna weld it in, you know? So let me know what you guys think, how I'm doing. I appreciate the support so freaking much. Like seriously, in times when I don't even think I'm capable of doing it, you guys have the faith in me and I just cannot thank you enough for that. It truly means the world to me. I don't have many people, so thank you for being my people and hanging out with me and just sticking along for the ride. I'm gonna end this video though, get inside and edit it, get it out to you guys, and then tomorrow I'll be out here doing it all again. All right, we're gonna bust out as many videos as we can lately until we get this thing done.